spiritual angle of tackling global peace or peace in any nation. There are many strategies, devices, and ways we must tackle insurgency, violence of any type in the society. Among many other ways we must tackle violence, senseless killings, and so on and so forth, is tackling it spiritually also. I want to let us know that tackling violence spiritually is as important as using any other approach of tackling violence. We see violence today everywhere. We see senseless killing everywhere. So many reasons for killing. You see tribal killing, you see famine and herders killing, you see different types of killing, including ritual killings, money ritual killings. We in Segom, we are bringing solution to this violence. Killing is as a result of violence. Fighting is as a result of violence. Violence is the genesis of the killings we are having in the society. And Segom has devised a spiritual way of tackling the violence in the society today. And one of the ways is spiritual way, like I've mentioned, and not just spiritual way of tackling it, but tackling it through the religious leaders. And that is why we group and gather together as interfaith ministers, clerics, in tackling the insurgency, the killings, the violence in society. The spiritual angle of tackling all violence on earth is important. The reason is because the kingdom book, which we all refer to as the Holy Bible, recorded that violence started in heaven. In Revelation chapter 12, from verse 12 to 7. I just take one verse. The Bible said, "And there was war in heaven. Michael and angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels." So, violence started from heaven. Fighting, war, killing started from heaven. So, the Bible made it clear here. The devil also fought war on earth and made the whole world desolate. If you read the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12 to 17, time will not permit, I will take just one verse. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground? And these weakened nations, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north." So this was how Satan planted coup, and there was first violence in heaven. Satan was also the root cause of sin and suffering, which led to violence in the earth. If you see the book of Genesis chapter 3 verse 1 to the end, you see the story or history how sin came in, and as the result of sin, suffering came in, and because of that, the first kids that were delivered, Abel and Cain, or Cain and Abel, had the first violence on earth. Cain, the elder brother, killed his younger brother called Abel. Reason is because of the initiation of violence into the world by the devil. So, another of his strategy also is to use men to kill men, causing fighting and quarreling. The purpose of the devil is to steal. Don't forget that the purpose of the devil is to kill, to steal, and to destroy. But the purpose of our Lord Jesus Christ is to give us peace. Now, for you to know and to see clearly that there are spiritual angles of fighting violence. You see in the book of Mark chapter 5 verse 13, and forthwith Jesus gave them leave, and the unclean spirit went out and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. Now, what this place is telling us is about how Jesus Christ cast out the devils from an unclean man, and the evil spirit that left the man went into the pigs, or call it the swine. Now, it was an evil spirit that was troubling that fellow. And the fellow, anytime the spirit come upon him, he become violent. He kill people, he maim. And so, it is a spiritual force that empowered men, that triggered men into violence. Violence is not ordinary. When people, companies, governors, and everybody, leaders begin to see tackling of violence only through other means, through physical means, and some of us that are academicians, we begin to apply psychology, apply philosophy into solving the problem, dialogue, and so on. They are fine, they are beautiful, they are acceptable. And those are one of the ways and the approach that second we follow also, or is following. But don't forget that when you see us gather as bishops, as imams, as sheikhs, as men of God, as pastors, when we gather together to pray, including our traditional rulers, when we gather together to pray, we are not playing. We are praying away the violence from the society. Listen, if you want to defeat the devil and his agents, don't go and fight him physically. You must start the fight from the spiritual realm. And that is why in Segum, we love interfaith prayer. And what we are saying is that anytime we call for interfaith prayer, please do come out from your homes, because we need to conquer this violence, especially domestic violence. You can see the husband talking to the wife. Before you know it, it results to violence, and from there to divorce and all manner of unpleasant things happening around our homes and our families. So all this we need to put to check. We need to check them, because from the little violence, it advances to societal violence. A little argument in the society can turn to a very big riot. You all know. And I don't need to tell you too much story. All I am saying is that we must back up interfaith prayers for tackling violence in our society. Don't joke with it. I'm not here to preach a long message. I just want to pass this message across, that we should all respond. All our clergymen, whenever Segum call on you or give you an invitation for interfaith prayer, please do respond positively. God bless you.